Hello, everyone. Welcome to our yin class. My name is Tammy. Our focus for our class is having better sleeps, having longer sleeps. We'll turn and deeper sleeps. Turning, and I have this mantle here where I'm able to put my legs up the wall. So if you don't have something that you can place your legs up against something, your legs could be up in the air. So for our first pose, legs up the wall, it could be on your back or placing your legs against something so then they can rest. It's going to make us feel really, really good. So I'm going to tuck our hips into the side, and I'm wearing dark pants so that you can see me. And I'm going to scooch my body over just like this, and you can see my legs are resting. I'll bring my arms out to the sides. If that works for you, you can do that. My hands are turned palms up towards the sky. And breathe. Close your eyes. We feel our lower back rest. We let our shoulders rest. If you're able to have the legs supported here, them rest. Letting yourself feel the rise and fall of your abdomen, your chest. Breathing into both. Feel the widening through the sides of the body with the inhale breath. Feel your back expand with the inhale. Feel it deflate with the exhale. Here we let our soft tissue let go. Able to soothe our nervous system. We're able to let our mind wander. We're here for another minute. Enjoying the stillness, the quiet. Coming back. We make our way out of this pose. You may bring your right arm overhead and roll over to your right side to fetal. So bending through the knees and come over to the right. And we curl into a little ball here, core shape, and take the moment. And coming out of fetal, come up and make our way to all fours. Our next pose is puppy pose. So come into all fours and then a big step forward with the right hand and left hand. Into puppy pose, we draw the forearms down, keeping our hips above the knees. And now we let our forehead rest. Feel this stretch into the back of the arms, lengthening through our spine. Readjust if you need to do so. Then come back into stillness with our forehead resting on our mat towards the ground. It will help us to feel grounded. Making our way out of puppy pose. And back to all fours. Into cat-cow. Inhale to cow. Drawing the tailbone up first, thoracic, and now cervical. Into a big arch for cat, tailbone down, going down first, thoracic up, and then come back into cow. And we breathe, exhale into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more times for each. Next pose. So find your neutral spine is child's pose. Okay, child's pose and curling the toes. Sit back into the heels. arms forward or arms by the side of the body. And remember, you can turn your knees out to the edges. What would you like to do? My forehead is resting on my mat. So you can rest your forehead on your mat, your hands. If this pose does not work for your knees, you can lie on the side of the body or sit on a chair or stool and then come forward, rounding through the spine. In this pose, I want you to notice your breath. How is it inhaling into your lungs, into the front of the body? How's the exhale? Does the exhale help you to release, let go? Come out of child's pose. We'll make our way to broken wing. Broken wing is lying in the front of the body. So you can come down to the forearms and then we'll be here in Sphinx for a moment. Take the left arm out to the side of the body and your arm can be just in line here with the shoulder. Now we turn our body. So your shoulder is going to be down towards the ground. My top leg is going to come in front. And hold here. If you need to hold on to anything here like your knee or something to push yourself up so you're on the side of the body onto the hip, please do so. But you can push against the floor and that'll work. The floor is your support. You'll notice this big opening into your shoulder. And we'll give you an option for this because it might not work for the shoulder. But if it does, just continue holding broken wing. This could be your option here. Take your arm out and turn. So you're on your knees. It's not as big of a turn. Okay. Out of broken wing, slowly release. So you can just Release the top leg. Roll back onto the front of the body and make your way to the other side. So this time, the other arm will go straight out towards the side here in line with your shoulder. Roll over to the side of the body. Roll into the hip. Now finding if that works for you. You can have both knees bent here too. Should have gave you that option too. Or the top leg, knee is up towards the sky like this. And the hand is down. So just wanted you to show you the other way here first. And then I'm going to turn and show you the option of this too. Lying on your hip, pushing off the ground through your foot. Breathe. This big stretch into our rotator cuff through the shoulder. Usually they're a little tight. This is a nice stretch for them. Not overstretching though. So you can find that release. Come to your breath, breathe. One more cycle of breath, inhale and exhale for the cycle. And now make your way out. So just slowly releasing. Roll it over to the front. You can bring your hands to the front here, let the forehead rest, uncurl the toes. Instead of letting the feet flop open to the sides, turn your heels up towards the sky. Forehead rest.
Coming out of our prone position here, we bring the arms back and coming back, sitting on our bottom.
Now the next pose is deer pose. Left leg is forward, right leg comes behind. This is with a pelvic tilt, pushing that hip forward, pelvic tilt. You may add a twist. So this nice stretch into our hip flexors, into the quad. If you wanted to join me, you could. And this is when we move around and we lie down towards the ground. So I'm just gonna open up here so you can see and move around, lie down towards the ground. And it is the knee that is forward. I'm gonna go that way and then lie down on the ground. You may or may not join me. It's up to you. Opening into front of her body. Let's twist. Bringing out our organs. We are here. Let our mind rest. Soothe our mind, our body. Let ourselves go. Now, when we come out of deer, if you are lying down, just moving the opposite way that you came down. So I'm going to come up towards my left and make my way up. Now into our other side. This time our right leg comes forward, left leg comes back. So towards the front and the knee that is bent, I'm going to go that way to make my way down. If you wanted to, you could be upright. So first you add the pelvic tilt, you add a twist and hold. You could also come down and let yourself rest here. Or coming down, so coming up and around and walking back. We lie down, we hold. My arms may open to the side, your arms may open to the side. This big opening into our hip flexors, quad. Quad attaching to the knee.
yourself go a little bit deeper. Breathe into it. As we make our way back up, if you're lying down, the other way coming up. And legs come forward to our next pose, caterpillar. Legs coming forward, you can give them a little shake out here first. And now, I set it aside. Okay, you can have pillows and we can stack them on top of our legs for caterpillar. Remove the fleshy part from your bottom. I suspect my son took my bolster, so I'm just gonna go get it. But here it is what it looks like. You can have your pillows on top. You can stack them however you like. You can also have blanket underneath of the knees here. So then your knees are going to have support. And when you do that, then it's going to take pressure off the hamstrings in your lower back. Stack your pillows again as high as you like. If you have a block too that you want your forehead to rest on, please do so. Now we sit up nice and tall. Now add the fold forward. Your forehead may rest. You could be resting on your hands. Let the cheek rest. So find where you would like to be here. Let's get that up. This is a compression into the front of the body. So I want you to come back to the breath and notice your breath again. How is your breath? Is it easy or easier to breathe into the front of the body, in breathing and opening up through our lungs?
And now we are making our way out of caterpillar. So slowly rise. Put whatever props you were using to the side. Bend through the knees. And just side sit and then set your props a little bit to the side a little bit more. Twisted root will be our next pose, or you can come into supine twist. So I'll show you both options. Lying on the side of the body, roll over to your back. Bring your knees into the chest here for cradle. So one and then the other. Twisted root is when your legs are twisted. So with both our legs, bring them up into the air. Take the right leg around the left leg. You can wrap your right leg around the left leg a little bit more, or this is just fine. And bring your legs up and over to the left side. Your arms may come in line with the shoulders, and then turn your head the opposite way. The other option, and we've done this before, so when your legs are up and then we tip both of our knees over to the side, to the left side, and then turn your head the opposite way. Same idea. Twisted root is just a little bit of a deeper turn into the outside of our hip, to the shoulder, into the right shoulder, I should say. Now this is a really, really great pose for helping us to open in towards our chest, in towards the side of the body a little bit more. So you're breathing, hopefully will be able to be deeper, to be able to be longer. And now turning our head back towards the center. You can use your left hand to bring the legs back towards the center and across, taking your right knee, left knee in towards your chest. Now that pose, it seemed to really help for me. So opening up through in front of my body and into the shoulder to help me breathe deeper. So hopefully it worked for you too. Now to the other side for twisted root, or remember you're bringing your legs over to the side, crossing your left leg over top of the right, and now we bring our legs up and over. Just bring my prop here. And my arms coming in line with the shoulders in, and turn my head the opposite way. Here, close your eyes. Breathe. Notice this big opening into the front of the left shoulder, into the rotator cuff again. Yeah. Outside of the left hip. Cervical spine, your neck. Now out of this big twist, head coming back first. And our legs coming back. So again, you can just use the right hand and help the legs come back to the center, and I'm crossing back into cradle, knees coming in towards our upper body here, and just tuck them in. So breathe. Relax, relax, relax. Now for our next pose. If you have a strap, band, or a dish towel, a house coat tie, anything that you have that you would be able to use to come around the bottom of your foot and to hold your leg. I'm so sorry I never said at the beginning of the class. So taking the right foot down, and then your right leg will come up. You do not have to use it if you don't want to, but if you want to take a minute and then just go get a house coat tie or a dish towel, and we're going to have a dish towel so that you can see that you can use something just around the house. And then you put it around the bottom of the foot, and you can hold onto the ends of the dish towel. And now to have it longer, it could be corner to corner. So just making like a scarf and then putting around your foot, and then it's just a little bit longer here, and then pull down. And that way too, this got a little bit more stretch to it. We push our heel up towards the sky.
Extend your left leg on the ground. Close your eyes. Breathe. Your hamstrings. How are your calf muscles? Now, as you release this pose, you can bring your left foot back. So bend through the knee and then place your left foot into whatever you have here. Your legs are just up. And we release our right foot down towards the ground. Push our heel up, our left heel towards the sky. Right leg extends. It could be, your knee could be bent. And you can hold on to your prop. Now, my dish towel, it's really, really, really great because there's a bigger surface here for my foot, but maybe my hands are getting sore now, so I can take a break and then I can just let my leg stay up in the air. I can hold behind my leg and continue to push my heel up towards the sky. So a house coat tie, if you did have, that would be longer, but if you don't, well, definitely a dish towel.
Now coming out. So slide your right heel back. Place your right foot in towards your prop with your left. Now remove your prop, bending through the knees. We make our way back into cradle here. And arms may come around the legs. You can bring your arms behind the legs. Just hold. Squish the hands. Our final pose before we come into Shavasana is supported bridge. If you have a block, you can place it underneath of your sacrum. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow and place it underneath your hips. Now, when you do this, always looking up towards the sky, you can have a couple blocks, or I mean, a couple pillows underneath, but it might be just awkward. So using a block, it's nice and firm, and you're able to get your hips higher. You can also, I could have used my rectangular bolster because it's firm and it's higher. Just letting your pelvis rest, having the hips higher right now. Wonderful. You may turn your palms up towards the sky or hands, palms down. Close your eyes. Breathe. Now coming out of supported bridge, lifting your pelvis up, remove your block or your prop, whatever you're using, without turning your head. And then we can get ourselves ready for Shavasana. So Shavasana may be lying on your back. You could have knees bent, legs straight. You can have legs up the wall again. You can come into butterfly, the bottom of your feet together, and then having supports underneath the knees. This one's always nice to do. You could also come into a seated pose. Just getting yourself ready. In Shavasana, Close your eyes. Here, I encourage you to release tension by using your breath, thinking about letting yourself release, telling yourself to release. So releasing tension that may be lingering from the result of everyday stress. We want to let go. Tell yourself to let go. Feel your eye sockets heavy. Feel your facial features soften. The tissues release. Your neck softens. Shoulders soften. I will call you back when it is time. Ding. A soft chime to bring us back. And here we can slowly start to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, breathe. Stretch out through your fingers. Shift through the body. Now, if you are lying on your back, bending through each knee, and then you can bring your right arm overhead, roll over to your right side to fetal. Take a moment, and then make your way up to seated position for yourself. Your hips may be higher than the knees. You can come into easy pose here. Placing your hands to your heart center. I hope this practice has helped you to feel that calm peace from within, to have a better sleep, a longer sleep, a deeper sleep. You feel settled. Feel peace. Namaste.